What's up, everybody? It's your mortgage expert, Brian McCauley here. So you're looking to buy a house in Dallas, Texas in 25 or 26, but you just don't know if you're ready yet because of these interest rates. Well, stick around. In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the biggest and best news that we just heard. That's going to be a game changer heading into the back half of this year and all the way into 2026. Let's get into it. So over the last couple of years, 23, 24, and now 25, housing market has tried to find its feet. It's tried to adjust. Some places have been hurt more than others, but the state of Texas, and specifically the city of Dallas, really hasn't gone backwards. There's been a little bit of attrition, but because the state and the city is growing so much, you have just so many people pouring into the city that there's so many human beings, they all need somewhere to live. And that demand has caused the housing market to stay pretty flat, where other cities and other states have gone backwards pretty quick. And so, I've noticed originating loans over the last 20 years and probably doing 300 or 400 a year over the past 2 or 3 years. The opportunity for Dallas growth is still there. Companies are coming here, individuals are buying here. Now there's still some hesitancy around it, but the hesitancy that people are concerned about are interest rates. They're cool with the location, they love the weather, they love the economics, they love the people, but the interest rates are the things that have them a little bit questionable on affordability. There is some news on the horizon. The projections are pretty good at this point. So once we get a little closer, we'll see how factual and strong they are. But as of now, it appears that there's going to be a lot of rate cuts at the end of 2025 and potentially 4 to 5 rate cuts heading into all of 2026. So the projections for now for the back half of 25 is there is a 58% chance that the Fed cuts rates in September. There is another 40% chance they cut them again in October, and another 40% chance they cut them again in December. That's 3 rate cuts between right now and the end of the year. That signals it's time to go. Now, lower interest rates means cheaper money for the consumer. It means obviously your payments are lower, you can afford more house. There's a lot of folks out there right now that have been waiting on rates to come down, not just to buy a house, but to refinance the existing note that they're currently in. So they're gonna be in for a treat as well. But for those out there that are looking to buy or sell, if you've got 3 potential rate cuts heading into 26 that are supposed to be done at the back half of this year, that signals they want to keep the margins low and look for 26 to rally. Now, we don't know exactly what those 3 rate cuts are going to do. I think this is going to be the first heavy test to see if they do it 3 times within a 4-month period. What will it do to the market? What will it do to inflation? And how can they navigate this even further heading into 2026? So as of right now, 2026, there's an additional 3 to 4 cuts projected starting in February all the way through August. So that could be anywhere from the time it starts to get cut this year in September till next August, up to 6 or 7 cuts. That's dramatic. That could be 150 basis points, and that's a lot of money for a lot of folks. But more importantly, it's signaling a trend that because inflation is under control and new president is in office, new administration has their policy in place, they are ready to try to make this thing explode for 2026. Interest rates are the only thing that are hanging around. They need to come down in order to stimulate and grow, to help people buy houses, afford more houses, qualify for more houses. But again, there's a lot of great people sitting on the sideline with 7.5 interest rates that are just looking to refinance, skip a few payments, save a couple $100 a month. So that's going to be a big benefit to them too. So we'll see if it's 3 cuts at the end of the year. We'll see if it's 4 additional next year. I think you will get 3 this year. I think if you don't have any issue with inflation, once you get through the holiday season, there could be another 4 or 5 cuts the following year. The other component to remember is that anytime that they feel that there are potential job losses, that also signals them to cut interest rates because they want to stimulate the economy. And so when people are losing their jobs, they don't want that bad data on their watch. And obviously the easiest way to get people to spend money is to make it cheap. So I say all this to say this: the final trend for rate cuts appears that it's right around the corner. It appears that it's not just one time. It appears it's going to happen 3 times before the end of this year and another 4 to 5 times next year. Now, there are a lot of variables out there that can change that, pause that, slow it down, or maybe even speed it up. But I think even if we get, let's call it 4 to 5 rate cuts from September all the way till next summer, that is still a big positive for all the consumers. If we don't get everything we want on rates, let's say we get 75% of it. I'd like to see rates get down to 5%. I think if they got the 5.25, maybe 5.5 at the highest, that's still a huge win for the consumer. What this means is everybody can refinance, everybody can get affordability at 5.5. If you wanted to get a cheaper interest rate in the 4s, you could use some discount points, buy it down. But if you get anything in the mid 5s or better, it's just really a huge benefit for the consumer. Now, on the flip side of this, the scary thing about lower interest rates is it creates a lot of competition really quickly. So everybody is sitting on the sideline waiting on things to drop, and as things drop, all the consumers come off the sideline at once and they start chasing after the same houses. And within a 60 to 90 day window, the problem is that yes, you may be able to get a cheaper interest rate than what you could in the past, but the problem is that house that you want is, you know, got 3 or 4 other people after it. So the price starts to go up and the seller doesn't give concessions. And so be very mindful about this as a real estate agent, as a consumer looking to buy a house, that you can't wait till the bottom. If you wait till the bottom, everybody's waiting till the bottom. There's too much competition. You will overpay for a house and you may not get one. So there is a sweet spot in between maybe that 3rd rate cut and that 6th rate cut. You'll get a deal that you like that's affordable. And if rates end up trending lower 6 to 9 months later, again, you could always refinance that rate, but the cost of the house and the cost of waiting will get more expensive if you just try to time it with the bottom. So I'm encouraged by the news. I want to see rates drop. I think everybody's been patient. I think it's been going on too long. I think rates have been frozen for probably 6 months too long. And I think the economy and the consumer and the potential home buyer need it. So I am excited about this news. I'll drop some articles in here as well. So pay attention. It should start in September and then October and again in December. This is a good sign. This should set us all up for success for a really good boom ending in 2025 and a big setup for 2026. So if you're, again, a real estate agent, an investor, a potential home buyer, or even an agent out there that obviously has some clients that are waiting on the sidelines, I think the waiting game is over. I think it's here. I think it's going to be here for everything. I think it's right around the corner. I think it's our time to prepare. So listen, if you like this video, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, even share it with somebody that you know that's been waiting on interest rates to drop and can benefit from this video. And if you want to have a conversation around getting pre-approved, what the future looks like as a home buyer, if you're a current homeowner, you want to talk about when is the right time to refinance and rates drop, do me a favor, call us, email us, text us. We are always here for you. Until next time, stay tuned.